Hello again. It's good to have your company. Amanda Keller is not an experienced sailor. In fact, she's barely sailed at all. But thanks to her own willingness to try almost anything once, Amanda recently found herself in the cockpit of one of the world's most advanced trimarans. It certainly isn't usual to entrust such a craft to a beginner, but then this is a very unusual sailboat.
The people of Los Angeles have seen some weird-looking things in their time. But that doesn't stop heads turning down on Cabrillo Beach when this boat struts its stuff. The craft is the brainchild of one of the designers of that controversial catamaran, Stars and Stripes, San Diego's contender for the America's Cup. And his latest design, the TriFoiler. It's a combination trimaran and hydrofoil. As you can see, there are 3 hulls, as in a traditional trimaran, but once it picks up speed, it lifts out of the water like a hydrofoil. There are 3 major advantages to this boat. It's steady, it's manoeuvrable, but best of all, it's fast. In fact, Greg believes he may have designed the fastest sailing boat in the world. He wants the world sailing speed record. Unofficially, he's clocked top speeds of 38 knots, over 70 kilometres per hour. And in optimum conditions, he claims the TriFoiler can sail 2.5 times faster than the true or actual wind. TriFoiler is made mostly from lightweight carbon fibre. The foils that give the boat lift are attached to the sailboard-like hulls on either side. There's a third foil attached to the back of the central hull, which also acts as a rudder. Eager to have a go, I take Greg's word for it that you don't need to be a master mariner to sail it.
It's the main sheet.
The one rope for both sails.
Right. And try not to get tangled up in this mess.
I'm not sure if Greg realised just how limited my experience was on the water. And as only he and his brother had sailed the boat before, we were all about to find out how it would handle with your average amateur at the helm. With a bit of trial and error, I worked out which way to point it, and before too long we picked up enough speed for the boat to rise onto its foils. This lifts the main hull completely out of the water, considerably reducing drag.
Wow, this is fantastic. I may not be setting any water speed records, but I'm certainly having fun. Steering is very simple. I turn the boat by using foot pedals, and that leaves my hands free to trim the sails. Any beginner can do it. And because you stay in the cockpit and you're not hanging off the side or on a trapeze, it's very safe. So this should have great potential for the leisure craft market. Whee!
Luckily for me, Greg has designed the boat so that the pilot doesn't need to worry about capsizing or even keeping the boat stable. It all happens automatically. The outriders act as levers, twisting the main beam in response to their position.
With those 2 main factors, the efficiency and that what I call the dynamic leveling effect, when the weather foil actually pulls the boat down, forcing the boat to stay level, greatly increases the power. So we have lots of power, lots of efficiency, makes a real fast boat.
Eager to show us just how fast, Greg took to the water. The manoeuvrability of the boat is extraordinary. With a turning circle, even a windsurfer would envy. There's no awkward tacking or jibing here. Once up on the foils, the craft turns with little resistance. Besides aiming for speed records, Greg is working on a commercial design so that the TriFoiler can be rigged in the same time as your average beach catamaran. Already a large manufacturer is interested in producing the boat. Sailing this craft is not your typical day out on the water. It's much more breathtaking. It gives an amateur like me a chance to reach speeds on the wind that professionals in lesser craft only dream of.